Welcome back to part 2 of Skyward Sword. In the last part, we got thrown off of the edge of Skyloft by Zelda. Why? Well, she didn't believe us, that we couldn't sense our bird. Anyways, let's get on with our journey. Are you two alright? I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you? Duh. This is very odd, Link. Where could your bird gone? For a bird to ignore the call of its master, it's unheard of. Yeah, well, maybe he had better things to do. Great, so we lost our Loftwing, and there's the wing ceremony today. Damn it. Don't you hate it when that happens? So whatever's going on right now, the bell is ringing. What significance that is, I don't even know. I guess it signifies that it's late and we need to go find some dude so he can tell us how to get our wing loft. Or, you know, I think I'll stick with the text. But Father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Link wants to ask Instructor Harwell, he'll probably just come to you. Ah, quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I'll explain the situation to him. Link, run along into Instructor Harwell. I can't even read. Alright, so anyway, we gotta go find a sort of clue on how to get our Loftwing back. And how we do that, we have to go find this goofy ass who is, I guess, I don't know, he's kind of a doofus, but we're gonna go, you know, confront him. Try to figure out where our bird is. What, your Loftwing is missing? I saw him. Groos's bird was chasing after that feathered fella. Okay, so now we have to go find Groos. And where Groos is, you'll find him by the big lighthouse. So these are save points, and when you're on the ground or the surface of Earth, spoiler by the way, they also bring you back up to Skyloft. That's why I said it was sort of like the central place that you go to in and between quests. Don't men open doors for ladies anymore? How long am I gonna have to be waiting here? Oh, it's you, Link. Say, you're all flustered. What? You can't find your Loftwing? I don't know how to tell you, but I've been here at school the whole time. Pippet is the one who asked about birds. I saw him downstairs a minute ago. Okay, so we could go talk to Pippet, but we really don't need to because we can just go talk to Groos, because he's down here. There's lots of other side quests that you can do in Skyloft. Some kid will be, this kid right here, he'll teach you how to roll like you really need to. All you need to do is really just be running and then shake the Wii nunchuck, but you can see, without talking to him, I already complete the quest right here. This kid is obsessed with bugs or something like that, I don't know. You know, Groos, it sure was a pain getting all the scratching and pecking. Well, that's not suspicious. Of course it was. You thought a big Crimson Loftwing was gonna go down without a fight? But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of the pen anytime soon, boys. If it's not obvious already, he took your bird. Whoa, Link. So, yeah, just how long have you been standing there? What's your problem anyway? Oh wait, I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see those in those dopey eyes of yours. You're pleading, oh Groos, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today? Please? You're just desperate to win. You can go alone, get your alone time with Zelda. Well, sorry pal, Groos doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice? Work hard with all your heart. He's kind of a jerk. And he wants private time with Zelda. But we're not really concerned with the beef we're kind of concerned on getting our Loftwing back. That's really all we really want. Speaking of which, flying the Loftwing is actually pretty difficult. I don't know if it's my Wii Motion Plus or something, or the way that I put my sensor, but for some reason, I just can't get enough speed, and I always feel like I'm declining. You'll see later after we start the race, or you are actually flying around Loftwing, because it's really difficult, and I'm really... Well, it's not... Okay, it's not really difficult, but, you know, I can never get enough speed, and that always bugs the crap out of me. Zelda, hey, no, it's, dot dot dot. I also really like the art style of this Zelda game. It's like a mix between Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, which is what they were going for. And I think it's the best balance of the two, because I thought Twilight Princess was a little bit too realistic looking, and Wind Waker was a little too cartoony for me. I mean, looking back on it now, I think its graphics are pretty damn good. But at the time I was like, this isn't Zelda, this is like insane. This is like a Sunday morning cartoon. If you haven't figured out the main conflict yet, Groose pretty much got rid of our bird because he wants to get alone time with Zelda, which we want too, so, you know. I love Groose's little posse too. They're pretty much like the Three Stooges. I'll fly around Skyloft and see if I can spot a trace of your bird. Father said he talked to Instructor Horwell on delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry. I can never say Instructor Horwell without saying it extremely slow or screwing up. Now we're on the journey to go find our bird, so I'm going to show you all the wrong places to go. This is what got me stuck for a while, only because I had no idea where to go at the very beginning of the game. So I talked to this girl, I was like, do you have something interesting to say? No. And those women over by the bridge, they don't move this entire first mission. So I was like, I need to get over there. But, you know, they really don't move. So you really don't need to go over there, I guess. But in my mindset, I just wanted to explore. You know, and they were like blocking me. Oh well, we'll get there later. So actually where you want to go is to the Knight Academy. There's a little drop down area that you can go to, and we're going to go practice with the sword. And then we can finally go to the location to where we need to get our Loftwing, which requires us to cut and hack things, so we're going to need our sword anyways. Might as well get it now. Which we kind of have to get it now. Hey, Link! Over here! I have some information about your Loftwing. Come over here. As you can see, he's got the same armor that Link would wear, which is what knights wear. So that explains why they all wear that. I heard your Loftwing has gone missing, so I thought I'd join your search. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird. I'm sorry, Link. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you... It sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth. Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the diner hall, Groose came in. They didn't notice I was there, so they started talking blah 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 blah. I wanted to warn you, Link, it's... Groose is in that. Wow, I am skipping through this really fast. Sounds like Groose and his buddies just planned to capture a bird and hide him near the waterfall. Well, near a waterfall I would mean, quick, look at your map. And that up there is exactly where we need to go. Easy enough, especially when they mark an X on your map of where to go. Forgive me, Link, for being such a coward. I'm really sorry. You're okay. Don't worry, friend. We'll get to the bottom of this. Alright, so now we're in the sparring hall. And what we have to do is we go back to the back and get our sword. And then we can start chopping stuff. This is by far the best feeling Zelda game, only because the sword is, like, works so well, and the enemies in this game are just like a puzzle. You know, you have to hit them a specific way to defeat them. Anyway, here's our practice sword. It's not the best sword in the game, and it's definitely nothing compared to the sword that you get, but it's pretty good so far. We're gonna need it. So, better this than nothing, I guess. Oh yeah, you want to learn how to use a sword? Okay. I love it when they say stuff like this in a video game. They'll be like, swing the Wii remote, swing the Wii remote. It's like, what? Swing the Wii remote and the nunchuck? What is that? Never heard of a Wii remote. If the sword doesn't respond quite the way you want it to, the vertical overhead swings in front of you just blah 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 blah. Once you slice up those logs, I'll set up some for you to do a spinning attack. So as you can see, it's you know, it's pretty easy. You just hit it the way you would a real sword. You swing it like it's a sword. Except for this one gave me trouble. I don't know why. I had to relock onto it, but I got it. You're not stopping this LP log. Now the best part of any Zelda game, right here, the most useful thing too, the spin attack. I use this all the time. Probably excessively. Good one! That sure looked like it felt good. Oh yeah, I'm sure the logs are exhilarated. Alright, when your enemy is down, target the Z and win above a fatal blow. So this is a fatal blow. So I haven't really come across this a lot, but basically when your enemy falls down like this and it says to do that, you just do that. Jump on him. Give him an old stab. So basically you use the Wii remote as you would an actual sword, and you use the nunchuck like a shield. So this guy's gonna tell us that we can't actually bring our sword outside, but screw that, we're freaking Link, so we're just gonna walk out with it. We're gonna be like, hey, my Loftwing's missing, so I need to borrow this, like, forever. But remember that that Skyloft is a peaceful place. I don't want you going around and acting like crazy out there. I don't want a ton of trouble over this. Make sure you get plenty of practice on the logs first, and then when you go outside with this sword, only use it when you absolutely have to, okay? Sure. Whatever. This is where I'm going to leave off on part 2, so join me in part 3.